So I was meditating the other day and I was transported to another dimension, I think an astral dimension, and Elvis was performing at this nightclub called The Other Side. And this is what he was singing. Well, since my body left me, I found a new place to dwell. Is at the end of Angel Street's called Heaven's Hotel. Oh, baby, now I'm so expanded, baby. I'm so expanded, baby. I'm so expanded, I could fly. Thank you very much. Thought we would open up this serious topic with some levity. But for many of us, death, the fear of dying, the fear of what happens after we die, the fear that nothing will happen after we die, the fear that we're going to go to hell after we die. Oh, fear, 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 death, death, death. They go together so well. They should get a room or a tomb. All right, enough levity. Let's just get into this. Why do so many people fear death? And as I talk, let some of your feelings come up because we're going to be tapping through them. So my theory is that the reason that we fear death, partly, one of the reasons is because we haven't learned to let go throughout our life. We haven't practiced. Like the Tibetan culture, their whole life is preparation for death because they're constantly practicing letting go, letting forms come and go, letting people come and go, letting things come and go. And that's what death is, really. It's just another change of form. And so many of us just don't have that ability to just say, I let it go. So we don't let our bodies go very easily. Or maybe we think we are the body, the spacesuit that we've borrowed for specific purposes. We begin to identify with it and think that's who we are. So when the body goes, I'm gone too. And that's a scary proposition. Yeah. And the other thing I think that comes up for many of us is the fear of death is associated with I haven't fully lived. I haven't given my gifts the way that I've dreamed of. I haven't lived in my potential. And some of that may be true. I mean, we're all doing our best, but we're all works in progress. So death could be associated with a lot of different things, fear of death. So tune into what it is for you. And I'll tune into what it is for me, and we'll tap our way through this together. So even though I'm scared of dying, I choose to love and accept myself anyway. Even though part of me is scared of dying without having experienced deep love, partnership, success, and total giving of my gifts and myself. I choose to love and honor myself anyway. Even though part of me may fear death because I'm scared that that's it, that's the end of me, the end of life. That life has a beginning, a middle, and an end, and this whole talk of eternity is just hogwash. All I am is this body, and all I am is this bag of dust, and when it goes, I'm gone, kaput, end of story. And even though I have this fear that death is the end of me, little me, I choose to go ahead and love and honor and accept myself and all of these feelings. They're so human, they're so real, and they're so shared by so many of us. So, all this fear of death, all this fear of losing control. It's scary to acknowledge I don't know when it's going to happen. I don't know how much time I have left. It might happen today. It might happen tomorrow. I feel scared just acknowledging that I live in this body with so much uncertainty every day. And it's hard to acknowledge that uncertainty and live with it and make it a friend. But what if I did make uncertainty and death an ally? What would it be like to wake up every day and say, this may be my last day. I want to make the most of it. I want to use the fact that this body will die to inspire me, not to scare me, but to inspire me to live life to the fullest today, right now. This life is a gift. It's a miracle. This body is a miracle. And I'm open to the possibility that I can live fully because I have accepted that death is a part of life. Everything changes form. Everyone leaves their body. And maybe I can use death to practice letting go every day. Letting go of forms, personalities, even letting go of my own form and personality, this name I've been given, my resume, and even my legacy. What if I stopped giving meaning and serious intent to all of these things? What if I just saw this body as a spacesuit that I've borrowed to come to Earth to learn some things and share some things and give and contribute to this planet? And what if it's totally all right with me when it's time to let this spacesuit go? Emmanuel, one of my favorite spiritual teachers, said, death is like taking off a tight shoe. Gosh, doesn't that feel good? All of this gravity and density that I deal with every day. What if on the other side of death it's just a loving release of density and a total embrace of love and light? And what if when I die there's no one there with a scorecard saying, here's what you did right and here's what you did wrong, and you got to go back there and fix something about yourself and reincarnate? What if no authority figure is over there keeping track of my moments where I've been human? What if it's all just about love? And what if, while I'm in this body, living on borrowed time, what if it's also all about love? I'm willing to release my fear of death. I'm willing to see it as a grand adventure. The next adventure. Because life is just a series of changes and adventures, all leading me to a deeper experience of love. When Jesus said, the last to be overcome will be death, I can overcome death right now. Just by smiling at it facing it, and knowing it doesn't exist. Knowing it deep in my bones, that when these bones turn to dust, that eternal life will continue for me, and all is always well. And let's end this tapping session by a deep breath of life, gratitude that you have a body right now, and a little more Elvis. The halls are always crowded with disembodied beings, and Jesus and myself are not the only ones called king, baby. Now we're so expanded now, we're so expanded, baby, we're so expanded we could fly. Thank you very much. Have a great day. And die every moment.